kickoff no 43 minutes past the hour of 7 Yeguso wa Yere Kessben matching every one minute on myself for Kojo Preko Dankwah 9:40 na me be na ba wie ye Chebedi nkomo but ansana no mama kan cho say Kwakwesi Edu Herbal and Prayer Center for say GDA Herbal Mixture and our face nkudum die Herbal Mixture no ekoye pa Entimi kan cho say wo pay GDA Herbal Mixture ni bia de ye nie juma wa arthritis and our face no general body pains and na oho edodo na wonyama enchera enkoyie no eno GDA Herbal Mixture no ebetumi aboye pa ma bibia tumi akoyie most say be more malaria fever and our face headache typhoid and our face joint pains ni nyina no monnom GDA Herbal Mixture no ebetumi aboam yie pa ma arthritis and our face so enema ekoso mu widie ma enkoyie nyina no ombetumi ahwe amanyina atumi akoyie including the Herbal Mixture eso ewo hono me no so eboa emasabi man na more menstrual irregularities na face so menstrual cramps no ulcer and after stomach pain no including the Herbal Mixture ebetumi aboa yie pa ama bibia atumi akoyie sa ope GDA and after so including the Herbal Mixture ni bi atwa me pa choko without pharmacy Ashaman Equity Pharmacy Ashaman Repash Ventures Okanshi Hallow Herbal Okanshi na face so Angel Herbal and also Okanshi King's Walk Herbal Okanshi ni Madina and after so Suhum Tony K Herbal Kaswa House of Drugs and after so JB Pharmacy and after so pharmacy shops Bia Ben Wubiano onsa ebeka Kwaku Edu Herbal and Prayer Center for Edre friend GDA Herbal Mixture and after so including Herbal Mixture Ube nyomu padia from it was 0558639865 0558639865 and on Kwaku Edu Herbal and Prayer Center onsa ebeka omo me ma kwa ba eba Kessben matches so midin ede o manso for Kojo Preko Dankwah o hwe me ewo Kessben TV sa so na wutie me ewo Kessben 92.9 and yebedi enkomo ma me kwa homa no so quick na me nemi nua be ma ye promise here because indeed enra ye ne mpemfo bebre na no edi enkomo ehwe niema any omo expectations how things will go when it comes to a media review budget now to forcing a cooking kan again no parliament na me kwa homa no so na me ne miami nua be ma Samson Asaki endi enkomo executive secretary importers and exporters association no ye ne omo endi enkomo whether indeed I promised say obaba back no is he satisfied when it comes to a mid-year budget review no and now to say and then maybe go no more for say at forcing the finance minister honorable untouchy on when it comes to importers and exporters for no so na ye di hu enkomo yi pa something matching bibia boko there nice yes so ye je so enra ye di nkomo na ye share boss ye besan abamu nchen biom na ye ma ba be di nkomo indeed you gave all your expectations what you expect say ebetumi akoso when it comes to the reading of the or the statement from a finance minister on the budget review. No? Indeed, one of the things that will boss, so if I recall, has to do with the tax reforms. And I feel so the issue of VAT and issues of your friend is saying fixed rate at the port and all that. Indeed, what is your take on some of the things or King Kanye, especially that has to do with with sector? No?
You make sure uti for and a half for with a mass say Yanamud and Rua and Andrati drink it down after the budget, the aftermath. I must have a back say first Ghana for energy for our expectations. We call you and I inquiry just say when I was minister or buy who say and yet only the Ponqua expectations or responsibility to meet the sector, be it even civil service, local government, Ghanaians, taxi teachers, or be the other Ghana. Every consultants, contractors, no expectations. Budget now or present, so far, so good. on August, you know, she did not pick you, she did not pick it, let my capital say, the stability of the city, no, in his first million budget, no, and then prudent measures now they put in place, no. Okay, one key cardinal word here. Now I saw many say we resume coordination. Say since John Dramani appointed on the Bank of Ghana, they coordinate. Now Okofa law be by a good board, no. Now the result now a deeper Ghana for you now. Ampa, how come market price of goods back up? We back up, but I can tell you, majority of Ghanaians use that name back up. Now the young say very fascinating to say. On the market, alunka of Gary, alunka of Kukunti, back of Kukunti, back of a mate. You know the breed of a boss, prices still net. Still you see prices are back from. You say no capan or tire. Yeah, honor. After forms, sending me can say we are not engaged. And the budget don't year and out in year can say they are not done with the first saying budget VAT reforms. No, fact, okay, say they will continue and that will end up documents made in the 2026 budget. No, so what it means that by this November when they present the budget against 2026, no. Our GM report that they have a letter office.
Samson Ujina Yankebe Buamas online ni chuchesi kakra Mr. Wadama.
Nigeria, yeah.
Sisi ade the okay in I said and if you can go back a little.
Oh, me say no asam na okay na yeniaje.
Okay.
Sabi unse me can say sa tax reforms no. On share important as well as it wasn't part. The whole Ghana theater say he has not done with his stakeholders engagement, and okay say he will continue to do it, and that will end up to have a policy statement in the 2026 budget. And so, Mr. Enura, on my way to Accra, no, I also had a call from GRA. Say they have a letter, and I strongly believe the letter almost is going to it's about this reforms engagement that they intend to do. But Enura. The energy say or say over scrap VAT flat rate, no, and then we want to ask his engagement, no, over make this say by the time VAT will come back, will be a uniform. There will be uniformity in it. Indeed, that is what before has been called the disparity. It's something that we have to do away with it. And I also pray that it should be something low that will have compliance, that will make everybody comply, so that based on that, that's what they know. And no, do a person, abandoned person, no. Okay, say over abolish COVID leave, no. Okay, say COVID, no. I'm sure, say, you heard him say, media budget review, none over abolish, none, till budget, none over abolish. But it was stated in categorical say, COVID leave will go off. Read, no, stability, no, or see, or mobile, no, the coordinate. What it means that Bank of Ghana is talking every day to Finance Ministry. Finance Ministry is talking all the time to Bank of Ghana. So the two of them, including Emra or the buy a gold board now, why they buy na for sure the back Ghana for no for sure be brave. You could see say they're able to grow reserve about 11.1 billion. So that is a very huge success that he has struck. Okay, say they spend. They don't spend. They spend, but they spend in prudent areas in where they're supposed to spend. Strategic areas in Adinje. They are not spending recklessness. They are spending with discipline, with prudence, and that I have seen the appreciation of the city. Grab now, or Joy News, Joy Prime Express, no. Grab now, there have been some good results so far when he took over as the Minister of Finance. And of course, what above all, the interesting thing is that they haven't spent 30.2 billion to collapse banks. But they spent some more money to recapitalize NIB Bank that was at the verge of collapsing, to saving over 900 people who have gone home as jobless. Yeah. And I think that this young man is something that we need to applaud him so well. And so, before the yes, and the correct, me just say, on my fixed rate of water. As I speak, no, see the not picking it. What it was last week they were using 10.3, and then they are using 10.4. There's not significantly. It's not something that it is insignificant. It's not something that will affect the business community so much. So
Sammy, hold on, Mami, because again, I would love to come to the issue of where the goods and services for Ayatono people or Amanfo and Ghana mining should feel it, because I recall the minister emphasizing on it, say we need to see to it, say Sebi Nema Akuyi no within the system no dollar na kofo no we should be feeling the effect. I mean, the people should feel the effect. But hold on, Mamena, Menkwa Humano, so na yenya bema, Honorable Nicholas Amankwa, Amenfi East MP, who is equally a member of the finance committee, and also online. So now, what truly it is that we need to feel down there. How are they going to help the people to get it? Because indeed, even the Minister for Transport is complaining with cement as against what is really down there and then above. As you want to so and all that. You better come about something. Hold on, ma'am. Now, honorable Maakye Bibia Boko there. Hello.
Hello.
Honorable Temenka. Okay, yeah, the radio sister Otemenka. And now you didn't come on your expectation and I feel so what we think say a bit indeed minister came at no request to say or pay extra funds to do any other job. Indeed, what says the projections for GDP growth, which is 4%, non-oil GDP growth, which is 4.8%, and then end of year inflation, which he is looking at 11.9%, remain unchanged. What it means to us is that Enyema Eshada Ekoya na se frakadam na moya chire.
That is already an open down. I mean, chia, California Shefua, or Majibre, no more share, or take Kessben, and I no play. I mean, chia, I know a pump for you now, and I mean, chia, and the constituency people of Wansam and City. Andra, I mean, say a NDJ. Now, Andra, if free Parliament, it was almost 1 a.m. Aside Minister, a presentation here now the several business wise now several calls are from my region, from my constituency, those outside the country who were monitoring. Now Minister so no what the Ghana my cemetery, but Endrano was the budget of hope. Endrano was the budget you say I took the magic one. Because Kojo, how many budget presentation they work room her? Our mid-year budget review. You are to force him to present your behalf of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. On Castle by request for additional funds. How many budgets you reading work room her? Our minister beba. No but she will say, I am Sikana with the man, Mr. Mindino. I'm child. Ma say, this is the actual amount that I'm going to spend on my budget. 268 billion annually for a year. 2025 fiscal year. But give me a baby June, but me must say be here be account. Budget to do send what you Chroma Minister Beba. Now buying be taking over from the government and the first year over back. Now share a car, it's Ghana debt portfolio. But be another Dankwah for the MPPD Akoto. So even sector by sector, I cocoa board. Omujaya car hooping of 32 billion a year Ghana cities. Oko energy sector, depth omaja to one year. Now buying the cassette. Nina Munosono. The time better year, Nina managing it say, maybe a kingdom in calling him, my baby our baby performances indicators. Yedia Kwakodu, the dollar city relationship, a year bank performance, or share a year NIB. Several banks are a year Yura, can offer turning another Dankwah Kufuado. Omugun wo krom ha ma ho kire baaye amanfo sika locky bankers no munye adwuma na ban beba no sim no. Even though I came to meet and inherit this huge debt, but me I'm not going to collapse the bank, but the government is going to inject money into the bank too. I mean, get back to its victor by adwuma e matimemu ni bia save no when you GD work economy ni mu na eye wakonani na edi adwuma ba na oman na konani than injecting 24 billion Ghana city to collapse bank. Budget bench is one the physical performance of this government. No share the people no share indicators. When you look at the physical performance of the government, you know, now we share the corporate tax, where CD target, we share mineral royalties, where CD target. It tells you say then of when you're confident in the area John Dramani Mahama Memori. It is a worker to want you at one now. On Sabasha, area na President Mahama Shani in Ano. And idea all this so he's a trustworthy person. Then he intro a truth to you.
Okay.
But I could go, yes, Ochia Twana, Guinea at the 20. And Abai, yes, on the way. Sir Andrea, I was shocked to hear the minister. Last week, I said, people were saying, "Say this government we are not spending," but you are to force me to say no. Anyone who says the government is not spending, no, now and you're not correct.
Okay. Oh, you made mention, sir. The confidence in the economy is now, I mean, up. People really truly do. Maybe something like you say, if indeed almost sector importers and exporters, whether as we speak they still have that high hope and then that confidence in the economy as we speak. Something, do you still have that hope in terms of economy, from your sector? I mean, listening to what Finance Minister did yesterday.
Our morale is very high. Our hope with the government is very high. Business community did not make a mistake. We have never regretted for bringing John Dramani Mahama and his government to government. You know, I told you the one thing that Atuposan said that is very fascinating was that they are coordinating with each ministry, with each agency, especially between Bank of Ghana and Finance Ministry. Who can say the previous government, when inflation went as far as 50%, 54%, no, now Finance Minister, Bank of Ghana, the governor of the Bank of Ghana at the time was saying that he is only in charge of fiscal policy, monetary policy. That if it comes to fiscal policy, that we should go to where fiscal policy is supposed to be. And that is nothing. What it means that at that time, governor of Bank of Ghana was saying that I am appointed by the president. Also, Finance Minister, you are appointed by the president. Do your work, let me do my work. There was no any coordination. But when these two young men that President Mama brought in, went together, you saw the result. Inflation has come from 23.8 to 13. And then he's targeted at 11. And he's thinking that in the next 2026, first quarter, he's likely to have a single digit. That's what he told us.
Yes.
And we could see the stability of the city. When we were afraid that the stability will not be sustained, it has been sustained till date. What I want the finance minister to do for us is that Bank of Ghana should not be given different ways to commercial banks to trade. The same thing is affecting us in the port, where customs are using 10.4 to calculate duty for the state that need more money. And you could see the kind of progress that he mentioned about 166 roads to be constructed all over the country, some of the constituencies. But to first anticipate, 166 constituencies no kind Asama, Koina and Kaho. I am saying, Katamaso, Koina and Kaho. That's what I would say. Why will you be doing 166 constituencies? Asama, Koina, Asama, both the Mabino. We will protect if Asama routes are not part of this 166 constituencies. Because over Asama, there's no route. And you can see the vote. Go and look at the voting pattern 2016, 2020, 2024. You would see that Asama has been consistently.
All right.
Katamaso is the same thing. Over New York, New Route 22 coming now. If you take Katamaso, the voting pattern for NDC has been very
I know Katamanso Kwan because I live in that area. From Katamanso police station, Echo Apollonia Kwano. I mean it's in difficult. I mean, very bad.
So
I've seen it.
You are imagine 166 constituencies and Ashama is not part and Katamanso is not part. I'm sorry. I'm sure the honorable member of parliament is there. Member of parliament, who Finance Minister. Taxes and Mr. Asake, the national chairman of PNC, Mr. Asama Koyankaho.
Okay, all right. Something the other matters into the something Asake I'm telling you. But my memory on channel, there importers and exporters, Pape Ekaye, Samson Asaki Ekaye. How are we going to see realization of that? Because as most of them, you push you 2026. For instance, they were asking for a year tax reforms, especially with the COVID levy, and then other reforms at the port. Because Hono and a year some of the sources are sebi yenema ye timamufu no yenya feeling no yenya direct impact no if you hono no your take on that? Nema no bobo no.
Okay. Meda the owner in the Kasa.
Samson Asaki.
Yes. These are the honest people we need in this country. Because he represents the business class. And who share the business class? What was their challenge? You're Kenya Japan, MPP style. Obabaka say the business is collapsing and then another down Kwayera, Baumi administration because of the mismanagement of the currency. Into Abaya within the space of 6 months. Now you who a huge development here. On the matter the confidence now about the business class. And before this budget reading, what you see, what good all the business really can say the sustainability of the city, of our currency. And Ocean Minister Bayana, he clearly showed the way. And Minister said one thing unique in say that Bayana will stay within the budget, A Bayana enye idea obakoko say he's going to do any unnecessary expenditure. A better gamma Ghana to my money no watch him. The money here we say, and who share the money here? He said, me one unique thing say like Rose, as a Okano, Ashaman Road. I don't know, but Ashaman Road was captured. Why? The president, the minister mentioned 166 roads.
Yeah.
I didn't even see that. This is a foresight. A buyer, our plan, over the 4 years mandate. Also, we are going to construct 5,000 kilometers.
Yeah.
166 constituencies. Yet we more constituencies in India. But me and Ananfi East constituency. I know, as I said the last time when I came, I appeared on your program, say, me redeemer, and when I got more so fine, a idea has been captured. My young word Maria, in no time, contractor will hit grounds. Oko Japatan Rose, contractor will hit grounds. And to 166 constituencies, no. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, he has plans for every constituency there. And now some of the major roads in mentioned capture air constituencies Nibebe. And I was happy that in my region, Western region, even though roads are a challenge, we need more. We need some chairs say these are the roads in Kwan Abayano.
But maybe that's the same way. It look as if subsequent governments that come truly comes with fine ideas on paper, practically becomes something else. Now, listen, we had as a government that came to tell us about year of roads, right? And it was a whole year of roads, such as say we're going to have all these roads that we're talking about, whether in 166 constituencies or whichever way it is. We've had series of budget. One road can appear like 3 or 4 or 5 times continuously within budgets. Today, we are back again to still promise roads to the extent that we are not even giving timelines to say by 2028 we should be done and all that. What is so unique about the NDC, the second coming of John Dramani Mahama, and then Ato forcing with this one? Are we sure that we can fix these 166 roads that we're talking about?
Unique. And they are different from Nanado Dankwah Kufuado, or John Dramani Mahama. And my John Dramani Mahama stand tall. That's why I started by saying, the business class, Obioti Kromabiano, are gaining the confidence, Yelusu, Abaini Muno, Ababak. And when that thing happened, a center a catch across all sectors. Ross, as you rightly stated, MPP Amayoku, when they were coming, Nana Preko, Adiabe no Moka so. They promised not to even borrow, and borrow in a sector, and a domestic, debt exchange program. They promised a buying corruption, they promised $1 no but His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, the Ghana Fuenya GDN Pompire say, the Wakenya no Yamana Wade, now indicators now supporting near to me. I say, you Mahama, what shall I say? Yes, or bar. I have free SHS or twice. You Mahama, what shall I say? So bar. The city, the currency will be managed well, no, a idea who's are reflected. You are John Dramani Mahama, is a boss or bar. Your nursing training, teacher training allowance will be clear, or yet are reflected. You are Mahama, is a boss or bar. Assembly members will be paid. You can say, why you want Juma. You are Mahama, is a boss or bar. I have all statutory funds, I say, call in Magana, institutions in young wording year Jumano, I idea what clear first and second quarter now, over health insurance, what clear, over the common funder, what clear, over the get funder, what clear. So this should give you hope that this is the personal way. As you speak, this is the president. He has a special program, a big push. And the big push is going to take care of a signature project. Applying any idea in our account. Okay. And look at this is the minister. We have a sector minister responsible for Rosa. Into the ministry now. He took the time to go around every region in this country. You can only solve a problem. No witness it. No one who say this is the actual problem on the ground. He came to Western region, and as we speak, any roads in I mention a crowd. Who call a region, Western region, are from Bordier to Asenkregua. MPP was 8 years. So who can say who far a journey of let's say an hour, no, it will take you 3 hours. As you speak, Asabia is on the road working. Our money 2 years to complete the whole road. It's about almost 100 it's more than 100 kilometer stretch.
Okay.
So a lot is happening, as I said, on the ground.
Okay.
And any promise His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, no, what can do here to 14? No.
Okay.
We are sure so by because you can say the Okaswari cotton or Kasobayo cry in a chini.
Okay.
And all the indicators are supporting what he's saying.
Yeah,
he didn't just come and speak there without any backing data.
Okay.
And Kojo, I know one was buying the Abba. Then the show good banks. We are buying the Abba. No, that's not the way to go. Because America, when insurance companies were collapsing, the government injected money into it. And all restructure I am a reboxer among for your Jumaye.
Okay.
Another down quite about me and a for your taddy. Almost Kodomo is on the good Timamu 4 banks.
Okay.
Timamu 4.
FNC.
Papa Sindu Bank. You are a doctor to conform a before bank. Emma Timamu Fani and your Jumayan contractors are not with me. Bomb with me, pining in Ano, almost me, almost in our lock here. Even another Dankwah, the year of Rose. Is the reason why I'm going to sue this out. So, no, no. Swami, the heart of Kumasi, the business hub, Chairman Sabosu, the former leader of government business, the constituency, Rose Ukrano, Omanye, and Okowa magazine for Omutun in
Okay.
And the Excellency John Dramani Mahama said government is continuity.
Okay.
Into share interchanges of Yaka and Yamidano, DTC. The Western regional capital. By end of the year, now you fly over, you fix it. Go to our regional hospital. If you are going to work to elevate if you contact to a status, be our own say, we are proud so few Western region. Yes, you are facility.
Okay.
So the government, as I said, all the indicators improve. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Now this is the space of this month.
All right.
If you said the way I was starting, a lot will be happening now. Forward and engineering and I want to source.
Okay.
He will deliver. Because what shall say no baby, but no minimum no secret. I mean, say a want of time, no. If you compare indicators, the economic indicators, so first quarter compared to MPP, GDP, so MPP 2024, almost grew. What is it? Negative 4.5.
Okay.
After performance under another Dankwah Ekufuado.
Okay.
Na mambo obuya timemuni bia ba hu se yira John Dramani mama yira to 4 second. No kra na se enye no kra no. The indicators are clear.
Okay.
How share half year 2025. Trade surplus. Negative 5.6 billion. As against trade surplus of Nanado negative 1.4 billion.
Okay,
half year account. All indicators no.
Mate.
Yira. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama.
Okay.
They have shown the way.
Okay.
And here we are to forcing. You're born a basso on any bathroom staff.
All right.
They say I've told the magic one.
Mate.
If he kind of point in support to,
right.
Say, and Oma, near Penny.
Yada say Eradisha, member of the finance committee, Honorable Nicholas Amankwa and Menfi East MP, and Yenono AD and Common. But it's interesting that Obobo indicators and all that. But one of the issues I right after a budget, was in connection with the public debt. Now, a drop by 113.7 billion, as against what the Auditor General's report is talking about the overstated budget and debt. Sorry, Ghana. How do we just oppose the 726.7 billion in December 2024 to 613 billion by June 2025? You better won't come, but may I call now? Yen share Orato Forcing and rap. Now for Yentie no so enka homa muti radio no 92.9 and then on Facebook Kessben TV and then Kessben TV in itself. Yen share Orato Forcing yesterday our parliament presenting the mid-year budget review and some of the things are odi hu encommon. Ebe back na mabebe ma almost about 10 key points are raise womono. Yebede hu encommon sisi ameba.
Mr. Speaker, I respectfully request the entire mid-year fiscal policy review to be captured in the Hansard while I present the highlight. Mr. Speaker, this review is more than a fiscal update. It is an account of what we inherited and the positive results of our stewardship in the last 198 days. Mr. Speaker, following his re-election with an overwhelming mandate, President John Mahama inherited an economy in deep distress, far worse than what we had imagined. The economy was marked by large imbalance with huge MDA arrests, massive debt, weakened institutions, and heightened public anxiety. Since 2023, the debt in the cocoa and energy sector had in particular posed significant fiscal risk to the Ghanaian economy. The Ghanaian private sector and the business community looked on in despair. Public trust was completely eroded. The national spirit was broken, and the foundation of our economy had sunk even deeper. Mr. Speaker, the budget deficit had ballooned because of reckless commitment and wasteful spending. The indebtedness of the government had culminated into state insolvency. The impaired balance sheet paralyzed almost every single state enterprise. High cost of living and inflation impoverished large segments of the population, eroding the real value of their income and savings. Right Honorable Speaker, the mismanagement of our public finances by the previous administration led to a devastating haircut through the DDEP, which denied pensioners and middle class their lifetime savings, their livelihood, and in fact, their dignity. Mr. Speaker, Eurobond holders also suffered painful haircuts, severely affecting Ghanaian businesses and financial institutions. Soaring interest rates crowded out essential spending on education, health, and infrastructure. Right Honorable Speaker, the Ghana cedi depreciated against all major currencies to levels never seen before, making it the worst performing currency in the world. Public sector corruption reached an all-time peak. As President Mahama said, the whole of Ghana was indeed a crime scene. Mr. Speaker, investor confidence waned considerably, significantly reducing investment inflows. The public debt reached unsustainable levels. The unemployment situation worsened, which made it difficult for Ghanaians to find decent jobs. Many micro, small, and medium enterprises collapsed under the weight of economic mismanagement.
Okay, ain't you know, sorry. Ura ato forcing ena yete nenka se ode enyama ni bi tutu edwa ewo parliament yesterday. So like I said, one of the things na major was that one, no request for extra funds was made. Rather, OKP the projections in the BBR as it stands or the bar first, for instance, GDP also 4%. OKP non-oil grew GDP growth 4.8%. will keep it end of year inflation 11.9%. will keep it is unchanged. So he's not coming in to ask for any additional money, which for me and then Ghanaians. So no, this is the first time and I say maybe my memory serves me right. Budget, mid-year budget, I am requested for SCA. And then again, the issue of the public debt, or say a drop by 13.7 billion. Or say Ghana's total debt as we stand now, declining from 726.7 billion in December 2024 to 613 billion by June 2025, representing a reduction of 113.7 billion. The debt to GDP ratio has also fallen from 61.8% to 43.8%. Sa ena okache CCR. One of the issues and also etomwa enye papa has to do with the 1.6 billion Ghana cedis revenue loss at the port. And no, one of the shortfalls and a woman admit, especially or say a tema port. And as Nema we see smuggling and fraudulent practices in a course. So ama Ghana losing such an amount, 1.6 billion Ghana cedis from there. And then also identifying setting on end salaries, be a cost so almost 150 million. Your friend is saying across the region, and also amount for draw salaries are Sebu any say and some fatesses or more about BC. Then he spoke about the 24 projects now also be completed and are gonna be completed by 2028, and also Oboso. And then one of the interesting things on also Boso was a sinking fund now set for debt service, or see was CD account in a face what dollar account na sa accounting between 2026 2028 the omo person omo dey omo dey tutu akabi omo betumi aye nyina. And then again talking about domestic borrowing or CCC above from to almost about 64.1 billion to now 59.8 billion CCSA and a domestic borrowing akwa. One of the things or kanya and also NGSM I know the energy sector levies or see a bit generated 2.9 billion and more crash and orca. And then again talking about Ghana's credit rating and also improve since 2021. Amasisiano Omababia Ghana Babeda B with a stable outlook. So these are some of the 10 major bullet points of Mekameko Furiata. Ato forcing a day to a job. You have been 22 minutes past the hour of 18.4 at Nase. Miaminia Bema, Charles McCarthy, managing editor, the Hawk newspaper at National Face. So the citizen himself, who is called Atodazi. And also acting as the General Secretary GCPP, and then Maakye Bema Benjamin Nage, if I got the name right, former parliamentary candidate for Shai Osudoku constituency. Talking about Shai Osudoku constituency, I want to greet Miami Papa Uncle Mike Gizo, Michelle Yepa. And then Benjamin is aspiring to become the Greater Accra organizer of the MPP, and what the name says here, Obabeshe so obey to me, actually so obenya, Radia don't want Mobeto Amano. And into them, Omuna Atnasi Babedi and Comobaransan, and my main country was a Bayport, as a main country, so you fixed deposit. Now, fixed deposit now, all year on your man, sorry, or Yamawo. Masene beya usika oroba beto hono obetumi abon si say economy na ekoyi eni de Bayport say men kan cho say so okra for instance 5,000 na wo de ba between 16% to 20% interest on sa ebeka and internet okra 5,000 out of to for a fit ba 1 year on sa ebeka 1,000 Ghana cedis interest on your money and I face all the 20,000 but for 6 months on sa ebeka 1,820 interest on sa ebeka sa so and o the 100,000 ebeto for 1 year ubenya 20,000 as interest ewo usika no so umpewe na opeden Bayport has stand the test of time enya ba kunibi enya ba ku bi ne yetetetete no na amana bibia e ho ntino ama amanfo yem ehihom but Bayport there I can tell you on authority say it has come to stay atenase ache yie pa ene tadwuma no omunim se nia ye no eti frɛ eye ora Bonny on any general manager o frɛ na wo say Mr. Bonny Kojo Preko Dankwah say memfro na me no ending komo emfa eye fixed deposit no ho ane tin frɛ no 0245 153 283 0245 153 283 and now she says 020 12 58 78 020 41 25878 na ofre Bayport onsa ebeka omo na oni omo edi enkomom most am pese mutu kwan na se mo pese mo koye adwuma sisi adam mo so mo friend japa akwakoye adwuma na se ko pekakra abebo abusuafo no Kayibo group of companies say men kan cho say officer sem ene eye preparations ni nyina no o metimi aye ni nyina amaw eno ntinu nyanto boase na relax na faka na bra Kayibo group of companies na oni omo ending komo na yen hwe kon befa so a o metumi aboa officer sem nyina no o metumi ahwe amaw sa wo peka a yefi eye Japan car so yefi Japan so da no odin ye pa it stand the test of time ye rose ye enko ye nyina as isi ba bisisi amaye Japan cars ne dey and then more to say yes and then mu ye pa almost flexible terms of payment e mama beje cars ni nyina no wa wo pesa wo import to eye cars eso eba krom ha na ebia unhu kwan abefa sa obeye no especially from Japan no one Kayibo group of companies edi nkoma on behwe ama bibia etumi akoyie ama omo wanya market Deeper Life Junction honom na omo wo from na oni omo edi nkoma on 0556 735 422 0556 735 422 and I face 0556 7028 and I face 34 0556 702834 na onyomo edi enkomo answer na mekokra na men kan show say eye imbus herbal mixture say men kan show say build eye immune system no na wonya immune booster pa dia na eye Imboost herbal mixture. Ebon ho ban efi syphilis, gonorrhea, pressure, ulcer, stroke, waist pains, fatigue, malaria, liver and afeso kidney problems in no. Eye Imboost herbal mixture ebetumi aboa pa. Awo eye pharmacies in so pebi so ewoti region wa Bolga Tamale ene Accra Kanshi drug lane na onsa ebe kembi boku omo Calamed pharmacy ewo low cost kwan no so honom eno omo wo from ewo 0246 208496 0246 208496 onsa ebe komo o text messages and face so WhatsApp messages ina no me twen na yedi enkomo afa ho mekenkan ni nyina amamamo eye social media on Facebook Kessben TV no so no mekenkan ni nyina amamo mbemfo michiamo bibia bokode nice me share ntino ebedi enkomo pa citizen of Atodazi community. If you have a code here. Yes, sir.
And a payment minchio. Na minchia munyanuma yeshimoha. Na minchia oye yashofu na yetifu.
Okay.
Na memfada makunje memo yako. Yanuma yama minumizinka kwe. Yajuawa wetu yena ya bobo na embreno soso ya baka ho na Accra when you are wabon ya chronic chief
but that's it pa
mami wo ye
yeah
pa oye pa I've never been able to get over mine and I pay Asembi na mepeda meka.
Okay.
It looks like a lot of people have changed who they are because of how people have related to them. Obi owa na nka you're very kind, very humble, very meek. But in the was because of Ngofu Mesima was easy. People have become so nonchalant because of how people have treated them. Indeed, the way I treating Ngofu, then you're careful. Obi wa when I saw a beja or a day or ya them or two. Obi na why anything. And me Kessben to do that. You see, sometimes we say Ghanaians do not like blood. Ghanaians are peaceful people by nature. By ya Ghana for consumption. By sometimes our actions. Yeah, to a point where they will get one day and they will take certain things into their own hands. By the actions and inactions of those of us who call ourselves the political class. Sometimes we need to be very, very, very careful. You see, and the double standards and the hypocrisy in it. We should be very careful. Because people will take us for granted. And we should not blame them. We should blame how we've treated them over time. Everything, so the people should bear with us. The people should bear with us. Ghana fumba boso, yenu musu fantre ope. Ghana funkuti no ede yenu musu train ope. But the political class, do they do that? Every day I hear things and I'm like, where are we getting to as a people? Yet, your presidential jet is corroded. It's at France. But we're hiring presidential jets at huge cost. Yekobisama, we saw the defense minister then came to give us. But ornament sama yetumi yeka opposition ti ya ba be muso yetumi yanka na dem rose. The way we speak when we are in opposition, when we come to government, yetumi yanka no kwa. Because I don't know, so sometimes when they hold us to the same measure we spoke in opposition, we cannot justify it today. But man, you have consumed.
Yeah, be come into you be the home come up. Ora Benjamin, bibi aboko there. Morning.
Good morning.
Bibi aboko.
Nyame adom.
Nice.
Nefa ofidie so achia. Wanga wotie for wanga wotie.
Yeah.
Na me chia me constituent sha osudoku NPP party. Yanga national executives region and constituency officers ni na me chobi biara.
Nice.
And a world meaning Ghanaians are washe. Yeah, baby, Ghana abedu. And baby, Ghana so areko. Kojo, what's a what day? Budget of hope, media budget review of hope.
Yes.
I abonya mempa say we be hope nankasa yeka. Na mengo hope, can hope dibi. Iko ye hope da. Enti Yebe papa
mu na afi ehu de ekobia. Mr. McCarthy. Morning.
Morning.
Bibi aboko there.
Kessben 92.9. And now try to betray the na ya.
Yes, bibi I fine. On train mic ne mbe okakra na.
Na ya seda. Na mantimi amma.
Yeah.
Na mu duma na sanka ye duma back.
Yeah, we duma yo. Asa wo ye pile gu ho.
That what they say I'm for no must say and
Utu kwan last week in TNT. Yeah, but I said this week there.
Yes.
Said this week I'm going to be in when him. I ain't ever boy man. Say a class are dead in a woman.
I'm for dinner mono.
Enya kra. Oh, I see a clear. Senior, you have to force so clear debt. And you say one summer see a clear.
Clear.
Matthias here. Many citizen Atodazi Ebedi and Beshasiet. The next 10 minutes dear. And rap a finance minister Abedi and Komo Abetu Eja. People say like Benjamin kind hope. And I face with the moon. I say, Chrono Ayedin. Look as if things are now settling for the people of this country, and everybody seems to be praising what is really happening and all that. Minority, you find also they're no befra, so you can box the two together. Yebeka budget pani to minya kukudro sorry yebeka umemu nsem nya kukudro sorry say koye presentation of a petition ewo Jubilee intino. I wonder what it is that after the petition they will have the courage to come talk about the same budget to BB in some so and all that, but young na together maybe over minority the nephew, then you can eat into the details of ora ato forcing. The next 10 minutes is yours.
But that's it. Them breaking momentum minorities because it's minor. I think that we have NPP, but if they don't take care to be NBP, National Boycott Party, the Miobia I have learned today, boycott is not the best. Consistently, I was one of the people who criticized the NDC for boycotting IPAC. And it's on record. I told them there, it's nature, Nankrofu Fufa, Ibanamba Wuma, Ibedini Damara. So it's better for you to be in and pissing than they be quick jinabano. Now you did it throw stones inside. So I will be very consistent with that posture. The boycott, even though on ye untumbra, if they decide to boycott, parliamentary boycott, there is nothing wrong with it. But sometimes I they engage news whether it really makes sense to achieve whatever you intend achieving. But they have achieved it because on the pay sabi yeah best say break a crack and want some. Until probably that is what they wanted. But unfortunately, the extent of a Juma wako ye no senkano baba for suma ya kanwa some papa. Unfortunately, the budget has taken a shine of Anomana Wuchi. Rather, it makes them to be seen as betrayers. 1992, you did a boycott of the parliamentary elections. Because them time now what to presidential and sana what to parliamentary. You boycotted parliamentary elections. You understand? And out of that, it led to a reform for us to have elections of presidential and parliamentary together. But you saw the impact of that boycott. Just this parliament, we've seen several boycotts. Ablekumanov, yeah, Onuntimoko Weyi. When the MP was being sworn in, you boycotted. So why is it that the people, you see, Ghanaians will not take us serious again. Because you see, you are there representing the people but not your political party. Yes, the party might have given you the platform to campaign and be seen and be elected. But the Jumanta was all in there. It can represent the people. Because what to be you. Inti yembi sada yenu anumia wako a train ana what constituent the major man and wapeda waya na at that time. Were they really representing their people at that time? Ablekumanov Asama Wesi. The hypocrisy and the double standards in it. And I don't want to recount the ones that have come before. Just 2020 Techimanov. We saw what happened there. We saw the death and the being sida. in our elections. You were then majority in parliament. What were the actions you took if you so love the people and love Ghana? Inti ye the man no be kada nya atwemnare ye. Men kada mama won kan wasam. Me, I have supported it. Talk about it because it's dangerous. Because I'm not even happy that the vice president, the former vice president, and the flag bearer of the MPP at their Congress said we will never forget it. We'll pass. When you say that, wabra inya bem musisia sebe sa oboto abampa, it will be in the next 4 years. So if you say something like that, it doesn't show somebody who want to reconcile people. It's not a reconciliatory approach. There, I and I'll make sure I prosecute. It's not a reconciliatory approach, especially when we are going to another election and a by-election. I thought that posture was wrong. You condemn it and ask that these actions should be taken to ensure that the mean for your own CBU. But if immediately you take a posture in your beam, and in those days when you were in government, if the opposition talk like this, you will not be happy. Until they make a day, I will speak the way I'm speaking today, so that Ochina Ben's I can still say the same thing. Yeah, you're careful. If your opposition by a government, why? Let's be consistent. And I want to implore on them that Mr. Rawan, see, son and ABC, if I sound overcome about the media budget, one to know the people that you are representing now, how are you going to debate it? You are going to read the letter and come and debate it, like we all do. We opportunity to be in parliament, and we are not representing. So because we've not been voted.
So in 1 week, they boycotted parliament twice, right?
Yes.
They did for the Ablekuma and then they
swearing in
just in 1 week. Twice.
Anyway, so why a press conference is more than numbers in parliament?
Okay.
Inti on your one. But you do my friend budget in Mexico. Mid-year budget review. For me, I think that we need as a people to develop templates for some of these actions. Embra na wa ma kwanade 1 year. For instance, State of the Nation address, budget presentation, because obiabo style, and it makes it difficult for you to do a better analysis with ones that you've been done, and because there are some of you kind of, this is the first time what by budget. For me, it's not because I think Ken Ofriata, one of his is it Ken Ofriata or Aminanta, one of them, the media budget review, they didn't request for any extra money. Today is not the first time. But you see, it's important today. Abana wa ba benim fufer. They just came in January. It's around 6 months, right? And they will be overwhelmed with a jumo the whole. In a yama or either will accomplish. In a tempia Ghana for a pay. So when already you come and take off certain taxes, and you've introduced some as well, and within the 6 months, you are able to stay on course. It's a good thing, whether you like it or not, because even the past administration, per their own State of the Nation address, per their own budgets already traded, Ghana, we were in a situation that they wanted us to bring us out. So if you are in a particular bad situation and you are coming out, normally, action be able taken or to create another shake-up into you might need buffers to deal with it. But if they are still on course there, then it's good. One thing they make one of my worker there, government is not spending. Maakye there are. It looks like it's not spending because sebe ka obebri wo wa nkofo wo wa won't especially contractors who sika our own kway na no nyama. But then from what I'm getting is that okay, they are putting money at certain places, because certain places also they are not complaining. And Obobodo, free SHS, health, national health insurance, these are also essential. But you see, I also want to say that as much as those are essential aspects, education, health, they are critical areas. You know. Sabe, Samayi Juma as a contractor. Nasa won't you mekawa. How do I take care of my kids' school fees? Because I mean, being will benefit from free SHS. How do I take care of the health of my family? So you might be looking at it at the national level in terms of certain places already escaping. But we, the individuals, also make up the state. In fact, they contribute back to the revenues that government enjoy. And for me, yes, I mean, I'm hearing assurances that from next month is going to, this is what we want to see and this is what we want to feel. Because yes, things are being stabilized. But when it comes to real money in the pockets of the people, and I don't blame them. It's the situation probably they've come to meet. And it's been better managed, I would say, because exchange rate. I mean, why do either per dollars used don't talk with dollars. It's say pro $1 why because Kojo, for the past 6 months, I think from April to now, I've been traveling in and out of Ghana. First, I moved to Ghana, $6. Now I don't.
Oh, okay.
In fact, my last travel I did, I was in Nairobi and Kigali. Manfa $1. The only money I had with me on a foreign currency was a pound. It was actually 55 pounds. This could be okay when I was in UK. That was it. With my Visa card, I was able to do everything and come back.
Oh, nice.
I didn't need to change money to travel. Entire meti edwadifuni bi wo kanda wo dem hwehwe dollar minyan to me hwehwe dollar minyan to dollar niyan wa ha, you would have to travel with it. You can't even travel with more than $10,000 without declaring.
Yeah.
So really, what do we really need the dollars for? But this is what we've been doing over the years.
Young
can want some because of our 70. It's in the capital if the dollar rates get better, does it get better only for NDC? No, it get better for all of us. And for me, action we should do it. And when we do it, it will benefit all of us. So for me, we are still seeing good signs. But because of the we are being cautious to say that
okay. Because
we all saw the first years of President Nana. We saw it. We applauded it. Odu baby, baby a turn Intino, na kind this government, we are hoping that the lessons they've learned and the way they are going, they will better manage things and sustain things.
All right.
But
I say the General Secretary of GCPP, Citizen Atodazi, and Yatene Karamin can hear WhatsApp message we have remember Benjamin Ho Nayanko Miniabema Makati Ho Abbas Amogobo offense so say NPP will never come back to power for now. Will not come back to power. For now, Ghanaians has lost hope and belief for the NPP after outstanding performance of our super competent finance minister. Ghana is now in the right track. Also, Nidia or the Ebaye no. And then Kwablan V of Pukwase Bengazi was saying the mid-year budget review and audit service have opened the eyes of Ghanaians. Ghanaians have now seen how wicked the NPP government is. NPP government put over 53,000 ghost names on the government payroll. These ghost names belonging to NPP members collected billions of Ghana cedis without doing any work. This is how Mother Ghana suffered from the hands of President Akufo-Addo and Dr. Baumia. Greetings to Honorable Chief Jerry Forsen and Agbo Akwet say MCE or Pokwasi Trobo or no so Nedia or de Ebayan, and then this one coming from Jones Mansun Totun Chrome. Or say, oh God Almighty, Ghanaians thanks you for bringing NDC and JDM for us back to resetting Ghana. If you see how Ghanaians are enjoying, oh God, we thank you so much. Or no so Nidia or the last one before I go to Benjamin and no FE teacher constitution. You want say or say, where is NDC's impact? What project can they proudly claim? Actions speak louder than words. Let's see some real work. Ghanaians are watching and they expect more from their leaders. The NDC performance will be judged by their deeds, no, not words. Greetings to Honorable Mavis in Kansanbuedu Koka, GFK, na face Honorable Mavis our Kumsen, or no so Nidia or de Eba Yenano. And this one moves me to Ura Benjamin to also have the take. The next 10 minutes, Odia Ben.
Okay. Before I make call budget review no sort of media budget review no sort of make a saka cry about the minority walkout.
Yes.
Nobody would condone and I say obefuadia eko so no so. Because then you Abema rightly said no. As a member of parliament or representative or constituents or representative baby one hour to one year mujidi eto abama sebra na bedi wonganim na niama wo hia omo needs and wants no obetimi ape abrewo. So me in all certain time Jamaican say we a member of parliament enye ubonafide enye bibia obekasi you me na me pese me ko ntina makoho na ko akoye bibi then akoye to make sure you satisfy the needs and wants of the people. That is the reason why you are there. But let's look at the circumstance surrounding why they worked out. And we also, it's not to say their NDC during our time no are no all minority no SNPP yes that be. But these are issues now air also on the floor of parliament back on Ablekuma North. Ablekuma North by election I was there. I rerun on Namobi. Before, during, and after Namo. Nyama also no NPP as a political party. You pushy for that rerun. Bibiane say eko ye the petition ko. Obeka do baby kana easy say. Now here just security or here police. Now when Timmy Van declare who won the elections. We invite you on to parliament. Was it just what's it called? Some few polling centers we ena what person a coalition. If you change then they see NPP as a political party, no, the community buy out, say into the election. But the base, that is the constituency. What they need say election ye winning before the rerun. Now free NPP candidate was leading with 414 votes. Election I made me winning. I didn't know because you because of me so much it go me chinti me jemu. So I will go. I will subject myself to the 19 polling stations. Yakwa hu die course to trust them at a course say ye call election. Now we'll be back to monitor the process. Obia, and you say Obia Keko, a former minister of state, a former member of parliament, but with accreditation. And you say Oremu Keke, he was allowed to come in. Next year, Bono, because the BSC war, the constituency, and you will feel say, Waba Haidi, we have to retaliate. And as a BBSC under former President Nana Donagwe Kufuado, I so was work on Baoleshi, and Abba, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, so SAB. Because that is what the argument has been. Now, Mekasi for the democracy and then for the nation at large. because Ghana is a peaceful country. Now, so my uncle say peaceful inti. We always take the people for granted. Yeah, sir, one day ebeji ensem. Enone dia esha say akuwe in Wablekuma North. NJB ebekwa akweti akwa by election. I'm praying say the cause Wablekuma North no. And repeating ho ewo akwetia. And that is why the swearing in of NDC candidate, but MP Wablekuma North, Arabina, the minority walked out. Because these are issues, sir. Interior Minister, then all said they are going to set a committee to investigate, arrest, and prosecute the people. And I'm going to say nothing. I call it mere political talk.
I am maintain team when panel hear you, but I just wanted to inject these two things into it. One, was it not enough for you to walk out when the swearing was on? More show more displeasure.
Sure.
But why do you want to do it again on the budget time? Again, when you are even on your way heading to Jubilee House, police is telling you, I have arrested 2 people. So did it really make Obibeka in quote sense to say that we are still forwarding a petition? I mean, we've registered our protest already when they were inaugurating the man, the lady, the woman, sure. Yes. Now, my year, must show more displeasure. Then you show it the second time at the time when Ghanaian needs you to sit, watch, and tell us something. Moonball loopholes in the maye.
Arrest of which people? 2 people. I think there are videos all over. Hefan and Kofun were dispatched from the seat of government. That was why they were dispatched. I have the videos here. I can give it to you. I can send them to you. What dispatched from the seat of government.
You're talking about more tax.
Tax that were here. They were here. Wablekuma North. I have the videos to that effect.
That they were
dispatched from the seat of government. We have the videos. Woko Wablekuma North, woko here to trust some Methodists. After that, then you see, we have the videos. What's in your beer? How I come some kwan in yano? Yambo beer, how I come some penny a bono. So, which means a assignment beer what the man want to come and do. And that's why they are there. Who arresting her? Hey, there be who arresting no, who prosecute you know. Now the Osman, no, who is that person?
So you don't believe in that anymore?
Oh, we believe in them, but they see Wablekuma North. They happen in the presence, the full glove of the police.
Yeah, but they are acting. So pressure is on, and
we pray.
Arrested too.
We pray, but you see, made a budget review. To me, as a person, it's so empty. And that is why I'm saying there. So what's the hope? I will pray. Say this hope will be realized. Because who be down? The first 4 years of President John Dramani Mahama, now the Deputy Finance Minister, Kessben Ato Forsen. Who be that? We have seen them at the helm of affairs. And you need your money. Ordinarily, this is not the first time. Omako ready by media by review. Oman requested for additional analysis supplementary. This is not the first time. It has happened before under a former finance minister. So some of the tattoo on so yako sika ebeje still ever swing for the year in TNGBA. They are not spending. They no more yes wrong. They no more year on because it's kind of ebeje no. Edia say and unti we don't need more and we are still within what your budgets. And you know, economic theory is different from the practicality of economics. And now when you say, $1 now call bank, you are not getting it. You go to the Guru boy, and the exchange rate no, 10.50. That's 10 cedi 50 pesos. Now me call black market. Now me 12 cedi 50 pesos. As a businessman, me kranya maba na me this rate no clear. Am I losing as per the countries and as a Bank of Ghana the rating? It's not feasible. The aya can say dollar number for yes, it's now we all know. But are we feeling the impact as Ghanaians? And in your earlier submission, who make you mention of a minister? I was say the price of cement. It's still like yes, we are not feeling the impact of the reduction in the exchange rate. We are not feeling it. Go to the markets and see if there is a clear indication of the reduction. No. What must I say? They should spend. No one is in support of excessive borrowing. Because at the end of the day, at the can ever Ghana no so. What do I say? And I'm a Ghanaian. I'm in Ghana. Me too can go be here. So I can't buy. Me can't be in. So excessive borrowing, we are praying say they don't borrow more. But definitely they will borrow. Okay? But the Americans say they should spend. Kwanya Omaka 160 roads are more baby in Nano. And you fracadam, and propaganda. I'm telling you. They were telling us road projects be NPP. I can give a list of completed roads NPP government. Under Nanado don't go for the if they don't know. And it's at the website of the Road and Highways Ministry. Roads. You can go there and check. So why do you come out to say 160 has been captured in it from Dodowa through Afinya to Dowenya. It has been captured. I pray so my because that coin has been there for long. But as to whether they will do it, if contractors are okay, and you are touting who say, oh, you are doing well, they should sing praises. Contractors, you are not paying them. School feeding, yes, it's true. Free SHS, it's going on well, but there's no more free SHS because it's no more free. They are paying for their uniforms, and Nanado they weren't paying anything. And Nanado they were not paying anything, and that is free.
You mean just this January?
They are paying for uniforms. When you are going, you have to go with about 3,000, 4,000. Because my constituents come to me for support. What must hear? So it's no more free SHS, as has been acclaimed. You understand me? So what I'm saying is, they should spend, they should use the money. Spend the money. And then why e-levy? Why abolish e-levy? Eddie D-levy aba. Don't also about 2.9 million. We thank God. E-levy. Then you'll be na ekano. Then you'll be on your mobile money transaction. How you been affected by e-levy? And it's even below 100 cedis. You don't have any deduction.
But talking about
with the D-levy,
yes, but talking
if you
about
buy a letter, you pay.
Yes, but talking about the same e-levy, your then presidential candidate also promised. So about no so be in any way. I mean, no
problem. But now the D-levy bar, then and even the D-levy is even more in terms of charges than the e-levy. To a letter, not try 1 CDR. On a no circumstance would be better 1 liter or 4 the anante. What must say? So to a gallon. That's a yellow gallon. I have 4 liters and I have 5 liters now. You are paying 5 CD on it.
Okay.
Is that how we're going to govern this country?
All right. So talking about government not spending and government spending and all that, this is the analysis that they have within the spending business. So in the last 6 months of this government, they spent almost about 114 billion Ghana cedis so far. And this is what they've done. Before I come to Makati, but Obenya, just 1 minute on that one. So $700 million have been paid to defray the Eurobond debt. 2, 10 billion Ghana cedis to domestic bondholders has been paid. 3, 2.9 billion to the District Assembly Common Fund has been paid. 4, 9.1 billion to the energy sector for stable power supply has been paid. 5 billion of arrears has also been paid. 2.9 billion Ghana cedis to the Ghana Education Trust Fund has been paid. 1 billion to the free secondary education program has been paid. They have 2.7 billion to the National Health Insurance Scheme has been paid. 1.4 billion Ghana cedis for national health insurance claims has been paid. 252 million Ghana cedis for vaccines and essential medicines has been paid. 72.8 million Ghana cedis as capitation grant has been paid. And then they have 477 million Ghana cedis to LEAP beneficiaries has been paid. And then they have 895 million Ghana cedis to school feeding program paid. And then they have 128.8 million for BEC registration paid. 300 million Ghana cedis to no fee stress policy has been paid. And then they have 52 million Ghana cedis as teacher trainee allowance paid. And then they have 369.9 million as nursing trainee allowance paid. 25 million as assembly members allowance paid. And then 21 million for national apprenticeship program paid. And then it's on and on. And the last one that I have in front of me is 2 billion Ghana cedis to save the National Investment Bank has been paid.
Let's be serious as a nation.
Okay.
Now, common fund on the assembly, so you count it as.
But we're saying
monumental
government is not spending. So I mean, they are telling you that these are things they
know. They know the areas you have to spend. You see, these are monumental spenders. Every government. What do you mean by president? And what do you mean for me government? Now, guys, these assemblies, you are not going to give them money as their common fund. And how are they going to operate? Okay.
All right.
How are they going to operate?
Let me call Makati.
They should stop. They should.
All right, Makati. I mean, to you. The next 10 minutes is yours. Now, for Yembra back to a citizen.
Sina meda wase.
Okay.
Na macha wati for na for. Na Kenya Ghanaian citizen okaya ho.
Kenya Ghanaian citizen.
Mama na kwaba.
Yeah.
The position they are mobile.
So.
This is Kenyan ambassador.
Oh, okay.
Something.
Yeah.
Okay. And I think Haruna is also going back again to Namibia, right? Harunata.
Yes.
That's what I hear.
Yes.
I see
Yeah. Na Machia
Benjamin, yes.
You see, yes, but I'll do it today. I think the MPP, they are those in Parliament, are troublemakers with a script. They are troublemakers with a script. Now, Brofubi Wamoka say, is it the maxims of equity that he who comes to equity must do so with clean hands. When it comes to violence in our elections, do you think that the MPP has moral ground to talk about violence in elections? The MPP, led by Afenyo Markin in Parliament, do they think some more moral grounds or no? Say, Omubetimi Aka, violence in elections. You see, they no longer reason. Politics are here, no, but be a year dream. See there, and yet, no, people cannot readily get information, and then by the tap of a button, ubenya search engines results are thousands of it for you to choose from. MPP was in this country. Under MPP, Nenya was West Wagon. Mewa, ye tutio. A proper man for a sitting MP. Yet T committee and a commission. White paper commission, a reporter commission, the buyer no, a buying cleared or more ball MP. No, there was not single arrest. Not an arrest was made. Rather, one here chino. No, you are here. Say a chiwobi in Ayawasu West Wagon case now. Prove to me. Say Yachiwobi. Rather, government issued a white paper to say, beating some judge MP of Ningo Pram no, it was an act of provocation. Ye call 2020 elections. Nipa baku mienu mensa and enu ensa and so 8 ni awo twa na 8 ene wuye. Ye boni patio kunu sa akukọ. Ye boni patio kunu sa krante. Joe Wise, then deputy speaker. O magana voters amafonu ko ballot boxes. And a bomb to come. 8 of them. Meanwhile, you video too. As someone called Parliament and NDC for then minority, move say investigation. No. Then people stood up and say, hey, investigate the young shots from 1992. And investigate electoral violences to today. Many will say from 2020 to now, Yachi be in connection with Nipa 8 in election 2020. Did Parliament break? Did anybody walk out of Parliament? It happened under you. That make us say, he who comes to equity must do so with clean hands. Do things that will give Ghanaians confidence and hope. Say, you are changed persons. Mama, man, frontier says some more arrogant stance and position you have in government. You know. You are not the MPP people used to know in government. That you are changed people. Now, you are rather misbehaving. You are misbehaving. Walking out left and right without basis. First point. Why did you go to Ablekumanov for real? We need seat now. Why did you go? Ekuafriye and Ankasa gave conflicting reports on vote difference we need. The regional secretary gave a different account of the same. Oh, Ben, I was here when you were talking. I kept quiet. I can give you pen if you don't have one, so you can take notes. Do you get me right? You see, first you accepted to go for a rerun. Election are what we need. Do you go for a rerun? Why did you accept to go for a rerun? Party no boycott. You see, be consistent as a political party. Be resolute in your convictions. This wishy-washy way of doing things is not the MPP some of us knew. Mukoye press conference, ewa Blekumanov, meboa. And I must say more rerun. Why were you there? Why did you go? Are you a group Ghanaians should take serious? Is this a group you think say Ghana for yem famu serious ana? When the National Executive Committee of a political party go and sit, take decision, say young election, now rogues in the party decided to defy the National Council. Now my election you are jumping left and right, says demonstration. Get serious. You see, and what I said I would do is to tell Benjamin, you should be able to gauge the temperature, the atmosphere of the country, measure the thinking of the people. Never campaign. Don't follow the masses if you want to win. Don't do what others are doing. It won't help you. See, be realistic to the fact. Can't avoid young as a fool. MPP members know muti or to abano. They are no fools. They know what is happening. Omundi mnieko. Ghana for nusu enim mnieko. Ene nia ekosu o Ghana ha say obi sorry no catch you we are not feeling it. Then you are not being realistic. Say dollar ye 12 cedis and net sister nia wo kan ya na compared to dollar and Akufo-Addo. No businessman will choose dollar and Akufo-Addo than dollar today. Obi anu obe chusu 16 cedis over 12 cedis. Not even a madman. You see, nya o nim said dokuno abin kwa na enye nya eto ahye. Nyeza na mogano. Who would choose 16 cedis plus $2 over 12 cedis? Nobody. Not you, Ben. Not you. I didn't hear writer. Let's begin to admit that this is correct. What Atu did yesterday, in the end, this abo maye me, my bo mabaso, but enra. My expectation was that anka import duties, your best slashing. So yen slashing ponombe ye bibia fa hon in sync with our manifesto promise. So mo bombe fa kwan bis no my na ye ni Togo for there no abeye apa. So be discourage a man for from routing up ammonia through Togo. That was what I was expecting, because no saba nema bobe. I was expecting the abolition of COVID levy, because we were promised in the media review budget, you know, you be here for. Now I didn't want to hear a promise. So I say, Udia no ba me, I will support it. So that one, me see atun konomra bill. But car ya bought to her Ghana ha over 700 billion. Now about in 6 months. But me to 113.7 billion. We see you are not feeling it. How will you feel it when you have closed your eyes? No, how would you feel when he's doing all this payment? Yes, and I health insurance sika. Kenufurata diko si awawa. Edije busin ediye. Get fund. Yeti kromo ha. And ya mortgage get fund. Ajisika ni yenhu ne yedi aye. Yeti ha NSLA. Yedi esik yen sabo mu DSLA sika na understand ya yentimi ntua and the energy sector debt no grow from one mountain to another. So biaba na in 6 months watime tuabia at least acknowledge what they have done and criticize. But rubbishing it will paint you as someone who is not realistic. Will paint you as obi a one person be can okre. Because na can wo ho. Ya tiso. Oh, ebia ne o kan be catch me see figures no dia ba na nya no kre. Enya no kre a debt no, a swati. Then I will support you. Enya no kre se emo bo swati. Is it not true say Ukop fuel station and prices no it's around 11 and 12 and then Shell ni go and no there now 13 40. Is it not true? Enya no kre. Are we not feeling it? Taxi driver na feel it. Truck driver feel it. Mo amukra cars no. You are also feeling. Okay. With D levy, call it D levy. For D levy ne kan ho. And Akufo-Addo, how much was a liter of gallon? Comparatively, you see, who compare, because when the mama was in government 4 years before, and now a liter of gallon was around 14 cedis. Then whole gallon of fuel was around 14 cedis. We brought the competent Akufo-Addo and his team. And on rezi and you cost 16 liter na ye di to na your mama de na udi gallon sikano eton and Akufo-Addo na liter entimin na liter so ye gallon so ye 4.5 liters. So you don't do these things to yourself. What I say? Election. I would wish that we have seen your posters. Nice gentleman. First, I will be Juma, but do not engage in propaganda. Do not engage in affair marking lies. See, I don't follow the masses. Don't do that. Use yours. And then you'll be can. Is that the reality? That is why you should be speaking too. Yeah? Then NDC for Abomaya. Is the economy not recovering? It is. Yeah. The economy is recovering. The economy is recovering. Debt and fiscal management. Omo manage. Ekano eso kofom.
Okay.
So what I say, IMF program, they are directly working with it. IMF is praising international communities that are having confidence in the system. What I say, yeah, penono. You see, your friend the payroll TV.
Yeah.
And your audit. The audits continue to go. Acquire do na audit. They are auditing most things. But what is choking the MPP is that a ban where the just 7 months. 7 months to pay. And all your wonders. In some instances, and this time also an appointment one way. A ban one way an appointment to put. Now I feel or yes I near my way. That is what is making the minority feel and look. Say young agitated, say young walkovers, sleepovers, sit down, you walk down. Ebema abanwe popularity no best solve beyond reasonable. And nuntino yenye bibi nsebi. Ba wo ya no mu ye kwasia ye nya kwasia fo.
Okay.
Mo na mu ntio bia o. Okay. Mo di e-levy ba ye no. Mo ko Supreme Court, Supreme Court ko chim Ghana fo nyina nsa gu yachi. Ese Sam Rama mo di e-levy ba ye wu mo. When they call court. Who went to court?
Okay.
Nobody went to court. This thing, it came to Parliament. When Ghanaians spoke, yes, they better not have criticizing ye. Abaya tie, niya ye can ye.
Okay.
And to see, sir, free fuel for minister appointees, no. But ye tena studio had a can ye say no yempany. So we see in Ninayan, so I seen into one CD on this thing. At least, I'm buying Mumpenny phone so.
Okay.
My show said no, they are sharing the cost with us.
All right.
President Titiano suspend the mother in Yashamu.
All right.
You were not listening to anybody.
Okay.
Oh.
Where dear be person retracted.
Yeah, quick one now for me.
Maybe was it crooks in a public not that I beg.
Rogues,
I beg you.
Okay, but I think when you said,
should be.
But you said thugs, right?
No.
You use that
party,
like
See, us a party, can say yeah, public not.
Yes.
But the rogues went to public man.
Yes, define the word rogue.
I know.
No.
Okay.
No, senior, I am not taking this. I edit and I know the meaning of rogue.
But rogue, what is the meaning of rogue?
You see, when you are defiant, what my instruction will have as a general manager, you give instructions to your workers, and one of them decide not to follow.
Okay.
Or a rogue.
No.
Don't misconstrue the word rogue.
To that, okay?
Do not misconstrue the word rogue. Senior, check for a dictionary. R-O-G-U-E.
What I'm saying
so rogues, there are many rogues.
What I'm saying is,
I will not retract this way. Ekwefrie was the chief rogue.
Ekwefrie na ukanasem. Say na owini adenji no call rana. What's disputed polling stations? Disputed. That was what.
How did she win?
This baby a coalition.
How did she win?
What it say? Omo was it?
How did she win?
So I'm reading this one from Brad Kofi Kintampo. Said, good. I think he's wanting to say good morning. Good morning, sir. Good morning, Kofi. I would like to let the MPP man know that if SHS is no more free, then it was not free under his Nana Addo government. Parents are paying during MPP era, so he should be honest and to accept that they failed woefully. If you Brad Kofi and the same Brad Kofi,
which school is charging? Because also I will we need to know.
Then we can stop it.
Then we can stop it.
Yeah, because if it's free, I mean, we need to know.
And let Ben tell Ghanaians.
Okay.
School are all fees.
All right.
I'm not saying fees.
All right, and then again. Kofi also says, I think he's interested. He's just typing like that. I have been a floating voter all my life, and both major parties have benefited from my vote. Is it the Kufuor's MPP Bra Kofi Kintampo says that, and then he continues to say that let the MPP man be aware that Ghanaians are not stupid as they think. They should reset the entire party structure, and they are thinking as well for a better tomorrow. We if Bra Kofi, but as ye pa Eclipse collateral management say men control say we hear collateral na say what property e da ho no ma won fanya hwe no fabra na yen fanya adwuma ma na so nya kakra na fato aduane na fa ye bibia ne de fata and into no chawo say properties are war ho na ho krata na etumi wu sika ema wo ye de ye adwuma ema wo so unya benefit efimu mo so mo hia eye collateral de ye adwuma no be hyem an wo betumi akoye Eclipse collateral management for ho na mo ne mo edi nkomo no ma hwe na bibia etumi akoye ama wo hia Eclipse collateral management for pa na no mo di sankomo ame no eken pa dia anopai utie me e wo TV so na face radio so no wo twendwin bibia benya eye collateral ene eye japadi ba betumi de si awawa e de ye adwuma pa dia me pa chofre Eclipse collateral management for I was 054 383 2466 054 383 2466 and I also say ko omho a dental barrier omo ben Medimosis hospital no and I say omo ben West African SHS no honom and na Eclipse collateral management for war na onyomo endi enkomo. Ensure to talk and a face so be na so no ensure to talk say na arthritis na face no other pains be PPM mu na over muscle pain arthritis na face menstrual cramps padia a honka heat patch say men kan sure say tobi na fatare so na wo tobi na wo why na wo de tare so a ebetima wo pain na wo feel no wo menstrual cramps no wo arthritis no wo muscle pains ni nyina no ebetumi akọ enintini use a honka heat patch na wo tobi a wo de ya ebekọ almost say no pain in 2025 and beyond. And into the Honka heat patch, so upe bi atopa dia. Yenko eye Accra, Origin Chemist, Art Pharma, DM Sphere, Sub Health, Kumasi eye Dani Pharma, Alpha Dio, Panacea Pharmacy, and afeso Kufredi eye Gapsin Pharmacy, and afeso Eastern Chemist. Ukwata so eye Malarigo Pharmacy, Takrade eye Bwakwa Pharmacy, and afeso Knock Chemist. Mo pese mo ye distributors, na afeso Todo do paano, na usu utu kotono. Friend number we was 0599 802297 0599802297 and our face is 0248509003 and answer 0536 645 334 wonsa ebetumi account Che pam se men kan sure say entire ne de ogusu e pam emau se atare wo sa wo da ho dwendwen unni eye tailor a otumi pam wo niam ma pa dia me sha wo se ko che pam ho na obebo na wotumi apempam entire ne nyina ama weddings and afi so eye funerals and afi so parties in class uniforms funerals a wo ko ne asori entire nyina no office wear any da kan nyina no eye che pam ho nsese wo ko isane se obetumi apempam ne ye ama pa or say or your custom tailor and into the friend it was 020 683 7738 020 683 7738 or pamadiano so a very affordable smart I said the ya pam no already made no sa and a che pam or wire awoshi market or honum and that one sa ebekano. Time check is 26 minutes past the hour of 9 meeting at the Oman so for Kojo Preko Dankwah. Sisia and Audio Radio no air to Hanum dia a Kessben 92.9 and I face to Sisia and that would they what day your friend is saying we feed no so to TV a Kessben TV or Facebook a Kessben TV and then Kessben 92.9 on Facebook na to me atwa ejumedie so ntia wa hanom to 9:40 na ejumedie no awie make out say we are the man himself Jolaka ebetena say with midfield action na or the sports papa if you look for the best sports it is Kessben Sports. It will Kessben 92.9, 93.3, and I feel so Kessben TV and Kessben Plus TV. Nina unsa ebe come. Ben, my men shall say ni common and fa Galamsey who the accountability series na a cost one. I think yesterday or so your minister, land minister, Amakufi Bua Ekoye, at the same na to the improvement that they've made during on the time and the 6 months. You know, it look as if too many things have gone well for the NDC in government when it comes to Galamsey no muguswa omu aircon omu recover enough on as most of the forest areas and all that. I won't come on any baby this is here. Your take on the issues of Galamsey. I know indeed your party during the delegates conference, issues were raised. I mean, matters were raised by your general secretary talking about certain things that are happening within the Galamsey areas and all those things. But I mean, too, in the next 6 minutes.
Thank you.
And also,
Galamsey fight, and I was expecting say accountability series, and Oma said they failed. So far, they have failed in the fight. But you see, propaganda might make you win elections, but the reality will expose you. There's no one care about Galamsey. The various think tanks, UTAC, what are they saying now? And what did they say then about Galamsey? Onim Kojo, Galamsey fight here. Obekaya sector minister or call vetting, and will be saying about measures or no, if approved, okay. Obetimi ya come back to and as obe use it to fight Galamsey. Or can you be and Chebia or share a kunta mind. Then you see he was crying on video. What am I saying? Because this same Galamsey site I can one sem no. And the Omicronics and the Juma ho. And Omicronics land Minister Babe Kache and say, excavators Ayera Omasizi Ayera Hanabisu on the other side as well because you see excavators 40 30 you go park a police station and as they go police under the watch of the police Ayera distance me Nage as not a politician but as a not ordinary person catch me to what is the NDC government or the government of the day doing to fight Galamsey? I'm telling you, zero. Omicronics now they benefited from Galamsey fight, from Galamsey. No. And you see, when they were in opposition, Sami the likes of Sami Jemfi and Co. Aboko ever, what's it called? There's Galamsey mine, that's Obuase, promising them, say ye ba be ma legalize them no meti me amane ene ensure ahohoro asay ye forest reserves are asay under the 6 months of the Galamsey fight. Stop Galamsey now. Some joy the nko where are they? Series of demonstrations are here in Ghana, telling the then government to stop Galamsey. Say, or join Ghana for one, he can end Galamsey in Ghana. Say, Ghanaians are of utmost priority to him. Obey me, and then the government not putting the government on the line to stop Galamsey. Today, all those people are quiet. Professor Jampo, all those people are quiet. State of emergency are now working. Are they saying same to the Mahama-led government? They fight for Galamsey there. But you see, go to these areas. Not here, the air coso. When we go, we arrest the Chinese people. But what of our chronics? NDC for now, war ye Galamsey, wo to Galamsey, you know. What of them? Mate? Oh yeah, they are going to be there. What form a tax force, sir? For the fighters, sir. We did the same thing, though. Now those government brought this anti-vanguard, those anti where are other buyer to fight the Galamsey, and we were seeing an improvement in that. Government is continuity. Let's see, say you are improving from where we ended. Let's see, say you are improving from where Nanado ended. Okay. Then you continue from there. Okay. But na essay okay. We are going to lose as a state because ensure Ghana water be here. Ensure be here, those there will need. We are not getting. There is nothing like farmland there because almost farmlands has been turned into Galamsey pits. Right. And that's what is going on. Okay. So the fight should be seen. Okay. Let us see the fight. All right. I'm not what they are saying. Let us see. Okay.
Okay. But I say this one is from A. Fred from Second D. Or say when all indicators are going against you, this is how you talk and act. The MPP party and its communicator are surprised with the information given by Ato Forsen. This is what is come on. Say, I am Fred from Eye Second D. Let me go to the citizens of Ato Dazi. Yes, sir.
As a mbisa ambeda me be saying them. If MPP is being given the opportunity again now to be in government, would they be able to end Galamsey?
That's a serious question.
Say yemo 2 minutes sisia the one betna be mbiwa. Galamsey kun obe enda na. You see, Medum Pempendubia, I'm now very careful how I discuss Galamsey. Until I was expecting the one who fear bear mean cherry. I know when you more what's who, and ND so for the can go back what I can one day, Mamun Mamorican, and go be over at a moon. I'd know yet them no way. Mumbra, ning Nayan Shokwana, Yaba Fadwa, ye be deal with it because I'm going to mean to science here by a break. But look at the pusher. You see, we still live in a country where politicians say that we lost in mining areas. The mining areas in Yelusi Abaoho. Immediately we do that, we failed. Because MPP catch that they lost in the mining areas. What does it mean? It means Ochina, Sabi, you know, you feel the war, ye Galamsey in quote, a cat's no one, ya. All may lose. That's what it means. This is a yezonu sectors. Galamsey areas you lose elections for. Until you saw a challenge. In Bomini Galamsey areas. Hey, I'm on your foot. Yeah, Galamsey Debia Kade. It is because of the funding of political parties. Yes, structures. Or Kawona Galamsey yentu muntasi. For me, the major issue of Galamsey is patriotism. Patriotism, asa. How can you be an executive of a political party? I do Ghana. Next, what happen power? You won't go through legitimate means to get a contract or concession, but you still do it in a way obviously you are not patriotic.
Kessben 92.9
Because Mati Bima Obubo Odi, and it seems there be more and quite Makati no ko a food no don't be on over church atase. But mama kind there, if wa banaba power, na feel there a pede itu for me guza. Go through the right procedure and do it.
Okay.
If you do the right thing, and Kafun they will follow suit. But Mumbo starts the mujin to me, Namumo Yamonsana, or Mama Obeshan Kofukutupa.
Okay.
By Yama of Funa Yansis and Yakase. There, I didn't young on the foam. On the foam.
Okay.
Into no, if I'm able to me, Yenino. When it comes to, and I keep saying, when it comes to certain issues, let's have a national plan so that we work towards it.
Right.
If we do this manifesto approach and political partisanship approach,
all right. But I say,
we'll be marking time.
Mark, for you,
Senior.
yes, sir.
A man for say a ban with Galamsey in Tokwano on Kundru, but we are now on Timinkunye. But it is not backed by data. Omo kan wa nti ye betie no wa I say though there are things I be expect this ban we be ye we need to ni twa mu na anu ya nso so dem bebre ene ye nimpo ni Ghana Police Service IGP team is stationed in the forest and that ban we enomako dissolve and I say omakoshi and Abruaning crime. That community or Martin or forest, it happened under this government. Don't forget, Abambia Tanasi 8 years. Yati Operation Galamsey. Soldier fire, Koji Sika or Parliament, the Momo, Omako Chinsa with drones, speedboat, Oman who say Kurawi. Omo who sa village way. They did not see. Obiaba under 6 months. What Timia who sa village no akutuasie. Action yebe. And that bank will ma discover see there's a filling station, fuel station, ewo forest. They are moving. Omo yebi. That's it. It is too early yet. Me expect this ne, but this time now LI 2462 no. Omo yefi ho. Na obia ho atono. Se ne be ya 288 forest reserves no. Obia entimi enye dey. Enwura mu nkose no. Because my yati say 288 forest reserve. 44 of it is taken and are occupied by illegal mining activities. Almost much reclaiming 9. Do you get it? Niakano, something which is there. I don't understand why. And untina me buafu CEO now work Forestry Commission. Dr. Clement Adukwe Brown said or grantee 4 entry permit in the matter of May and June. Edima 4 companies. The companies are Gateway Exploration, Waman Mining Forest Entry Permit, Wama JBF Associate Forest Entry Permit, and Wama Ambi Limited Forest Entry Permit, Wama PJ Minerals Forest Entry Permit, and Wama one company, 107 compartment. 107 compartment. It been seen that in the history of this country, so one company can be given that much. Ebi pe mienu omunya, obi pe baku onyaye. Now what 107 compartment of my company baku. I've reported on this. My son is we evidence in our producer. Or I shall me bossy Tuesday.
Sure.
But that I know what we maybe share.
Sure.
And that is the challenge I have. The minister no revoke the 107 compartment now. Mm-hmm. What happened to the forest entry permit? Mm-hmm. Or no, I will go to gold. And then yajano.
Okay.
Why is that not done? That is the challenge I have.
Okay.
And Yoko so Attorney General Director Yoko said investigate Yamin and Abanga.
Yes.
And now Mika say on trauma letter that Yoko has not written to them. I don't know why Yoko is delaying, because senior me are interested in that case.
Okay.
Me perceive no live television.
Okay.
No beer hubi.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean kwanko bonu grow. Let everybody know. Abanga kwanko can de no bianti obi biane di me piemu biano to come and answer.
Okay.
Because ye ni mo shasi.
All right.
We have evidence.
Okay.
Omo kauzo man here no. Ye catch them say there is golden armor. Mudina to a gold board. Board no so. Ya tremo. Babia was sense as we see no. Ebe sin ne obi anya hwemfa ho ye.
Okay. That Tuesday be share.
Wow.
Ebenfo, meda se bebre say mobile. Happy birthday to you. Aha, and I'm de dwumadie no ebesie.